Good morning. Hola, Glory. Buenos días. Oh, he's drilling. Why is he drilling? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Sarah. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, Joni. Hey, Jan. That's a cute name, Joni. I like that name. As you guys can tell, I am late to today's coffee talk because I was asleep. The dog woke me up at 6 o'clock. I took him out, walked him, fed him, got back into bed, and thought, I'll just close my eyes for a second. I slept until 9:45. Listen to me right now. I don't know if I'm in college. I don't know who I am, but I have not slept until 9:45 since I don't know who, what, when, where, how, or why. Okay? I don't sleep till 9:45 because I subscribe to the whole rise and grind. You got to get up and get at them. You better get up, get out, and get some. Like Foxy Brown said, I got 3 kids. I'm always trying to be up, get everybody doing something, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Michael got up and shut the door. I slept until 9:45. Okay? I don't know. For those of you who get to do this on the regular, I don't know what that's like. But when I opened my eyes, I was like, oh, God, it must be like 7:30. And when I looked at the clock and it said 7:45, I laughed out loud. I literally laughed out loud. 7:45, 9:45, who is this? And I needed to sleep. And you know what? I don't feel guilty about it. The world kept turning. Sun's still shining. Coffee talk people are fine. And I think my body literally needed to recharge. Like, I'm trying to get over this cold. And I needed to sleep. I could probably go back to sleep if I'm being honest. But now I'm drinking coffee, so here I am. I'm like the old lady at the end of Titanic. When was the last time you slept till 9:45? It's been 84 years. That's me. Anyway, it was great. I got up, all my kids were dressed. Olivia had frickin' tinted, not lip gloss. What is it called? Vaseline, chapstick. Tinted chapstick on her lips. Like she was like, grown. She was going somewhere. I'm like, hey boo, where are you going? She's like, oh, daddy's taking me to the mall. I'm sorry. Okay, so thank you all for reporting that false profile. Just another reminder, my Facebook page, Jamie Premack Sullivan, cannot send you friend requests. Do not accept any friend requests from me. They're not real. It's all spam. I cannot send you friend requests. That's not how my page works. If you get a friend request from me, report and block. Report and block. Thank you to everybody who reported it because Facebook took it down. So thank you for that. I'm not better, but I'm better, which is great. I have not really checked the news, so I don't know much about what's going on in the world yet. But I have a busy week this week. I leave for Atlanta tomorrow. I'm in Atlanta for the day. Come back tomorrow night. I work Wednesday, and I leave for New Jersey, New York Thursday. So I need to get better. I need to be totally better. I hear somebody. What are you doing?
I want to know if you want to come with us.
Well, let me do coffee talk real quick, and then I'll come talk to you guys. Give me 5 minutes. You look very pretty.
5 minutes.
7 minutes. You look very pretty. Okay. We need to talk about the fact that some of you need to have very serious conversations. You're writing me messages about conversations that you need to have with friends, with family members, with bosses, with employees, with babysitters, with lovers, and you are asking me for advice on how to do it. And the first thing I'm going to tell you is prepare. I cannot overemphasize how important it is to prepare for life's tough conversations. Know what it is that you want to communicate and what it is that you hope to get out of it. So many people wing these conversations. And you know what? That stuff works in Hollywood, right? You're watching a movie and it's like, I've got to have this really serious, hard conversation. Oh, there she is. Let me just say it all right here on the street. Guys, that's great in Hollywood and obviously great if you have no choice. But you need to prepare for life's hard conversations because it is the most effective way to ensure that you will get your desired result. You need to know what it is that you want to accomplish in the conversation. What am I trying to accomplish? What is my desired effect? What am I hoping to get from this? Isolate that. I want to have a conversation with my mother about setting boundaries. I want to have a conversation with my friend about paying me the money back that she owes me. I need to have a conversation about the person I'm in a relationship with, that this relationship isn't working for me, right? You isolate the conversation that you need to have. Play out the worst case scenario. Yes, I heard about Kevin, and have I ever met him? Yes, many, many, many times. We were all texting about that last night. How do you control the conversation if the person you talk to tends to waver from the subject? Well, because they know what you're trying to do, and they don't want you to achieve your desired result. So you need to be in control of your emotions and in control of the conversation so you can continue to steer it back. If they continue to veer off subject, you say, listen, I need to talk to you about X, and you clearly are not in a space to do so. So I'm going to end this conversation, and when you are ready, let me know, and we will come back to it. You have to stay in control of the conversation, right? Why prepare? Why prepare, right? It is important to prepare for these conversations because 9 times out of 10, the person you're talking to is not going to want to make the change that you need them to make. So they are going to try to deflect. They're going to try to blame. They're going to try to ignore. They're going to try to change the subject. They're going to try to leave, right? If you are not ready for the difficult conversations, you will not win. You will not progress. You will not make a difference. You will be left frustrated. You will be triggered. Your body will, have you ever tried to have a conversation with somebody and they start blaming, getting loud, deflecting, and you start getting a stomach ache, your chest hurts, like you physically start reacting to the way they're making you feel. That is a trigger because you are not prepared. They know you're not prepared, so they immediately dominate the conversation. It is incredibly frustrating. You need to prepare. You wouldn't go do a business speech or a pitch or a proposal without preparing. You wouldn't make a speech in front of your class without preparing, unless you're me, who talks better on the fly. But most people need to prepare. I don't know why. Okay, so everyone says, okay, Jamie, so how can you help us? I can't help each individual person because each one is different, right? But what I can say is, I can tell you how to prepare for these conversations. sit down alone and think about what it is you want to communicate, right? Then think about the times that you have already tried to talk to this particular person about this issue. What obstacles did you face? Okay? Because now you'll know what you're most likely going to be walking into. What is your desired result? Do you want an apology? Do you want an acknowledgement? Do you want changed behavior? Do you want to break up? Do you want to get back together? Do you want to set boundaries? What are you trying to achieve? Okay? Figure that out. Really own that. Do as much preparation as you can. Clear bullet points, clear ask, clear call to action. I want you to X, and here's how I need you to do it. When they start to push back, when they start to yell, when they start to deflect, when they start to place blame, you say, I am not prepared to continue this conversation while you shout at me, while you deflect, while you call names. So we're going to stop this conversation until you can continue in a way that is productive. Try not to say things like until you can be mature. Try not to say things that are insulting, because then they'll say, oh, look, all you do is call names. Look, you can't even talk to me without insulting me. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is say, I need this conversation to be productive. So right now, I'm going to stop until we are in a place where we can do it in a productive way. And when they say, but I am being productive. Look, you can't say anything. You say, you shouting at me is not productive. So let's pause the conversation until you're ready to continue. They're going to try to make you look like the bad guy, no matter what. And you keep going back to the point of the conversation. We need to discuss boundaries. I am happy to do so if you can take a deep breath and we can get back on track. If you can do that, then let's continue. And then be quiet. Let them say what they have to say. If they continue to shout or call names or deflect, then you say, okay, right now, this conversation is not going to be productive. We'll come back to it. That's it. But you have to be prepared for these conversations. And if you try to have the conversation more than twice and they shut down, deflect, call names, you are wasting your time. Stop trying. But Jamie, it's my son. Stop trying. But Jamie, it's my lover. Stop trying. But Jamie, it's my mother. Stop trying. If you are trying to have a mature conversation with someone that you are prepared to have, and they continue to yell at you, call you names, deflect, place blame, and you try more than 2 times, stop trying. I don't care who it is. At that point, you need to look at yourself and say, why do I feel I need this relationship? This is no longer about them. Now it's about you. Why do I feel I need to continue this relationship? I have tried on 2 separate occasions to talk to this person about what is healthy for me, and they can't have a productive, healthy conversation about this relationship. If someone cannot sit at a table with you and speak productively and maturely with you about the relationship you are in, whether it is mother, son, teacher, student, parent, step-parent, freaking lover, banker, whatever it is. Now, Kathleen says, I don't think it's possible to completely stop trying with your kids. Not if they are children. But if they are adults, yes, it is. Because if you think children can't be narcissists, and if you think children can't manipulate, and if you think children can't be abusive, let me introduce you to 500 members of this Coffee Talk family of mothers who have children who have isolated them and used affection and attention and words to manipulate them and control them. And I will tell you now, some of the most dangerous relationships people are dealing with are relationships with damaged, emotionally manipulative children. And I am going to tell you now, it is hard. It is excruciating when it is your own child. But God did not put you on this earth to be abused or neglected or manipulated by anyone. Even if it is your own child, you are allowed to protect your peace by any means necessary. It doesn't mean that you stop loving them. It doesn't mean you stop praying for them. But if you think that you have to be a martyr to your child, your grown adult child, to continue to abuse you and manipulate you and take from you and belittle you, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You can set boundaries with your children. I see it every day. I have learned so much from this Coffee Talk family. I have learned so much from the women and men in this community. My eyes have been opened to situations that I didn't even know existed because I'm not there yet. So I thought I was the only one who had to set boundaries with her mother. I saw all my other friends with their loving, caring, easygoing, supportive, uplifting mothers. And I thought, why am I the only one? Guess what? I'm not the only one. I have family members who struggle with their own children. And I thought, is it our family? What are we doing wrong? And when I started Coffee Talk, I realized there are thousands of women and men whose grown children are manipulating them, abusing them, isolating them. And then I hear Michael Jackson, "You are not alone. I am here with you." And I'm like, wow. We are not alone. You are not the only one whose man or woman abuses you, neglects you, withholds sex, use silence as violence. You are not the only one. You are not the only one whose mother forces you to set boundaries because she cannot respect the things that you ask her to do. You are not the only one with a father who rules with an iron fist, and it's his way or no way. You are not the only one with siblings who hurt your parents, and you have to stand by and watch your mother or father cry while your siblings break your parents' heart. You are not alone in any of this. Believe me. I know. But when you are ready to have these hard conversations with your siblings, with your lovers, with your parents, with your boss, your friends, whomever, you must be prepared because they will sway the conversation. They will deflect. They will place blame. They will get loud. And you've got to keep control of your emotions. And you can't do that if you don't prepare. Lovey, what's the plan?
I'm going to go to the mall.
Okay. Thank you for letting me sleep. It was a beautiful gift. I slept till 9:45. Do you want to clap for me or something?
Feeling better?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, not like 100%, but definitely light years from where I was 2 days ago. When you say mall, since we're not in Jersey, I'm like very confused what you're referring to. What are you referring to?
I want to go to the River Jet.
The who?
Galleria.
Yeah, that place scares me, babe. There's like shootings there and shit.
Oh, $1, that's what you want to do.
Isn't there somewhere we can go that like won't make us feel like trapped rats. Oh, well, all right. Give me 2 seconds and I'll come talk to her. Anyway, I got to go deal with my kids. I got to prepare for my conversation with Olivia because she's going to try to win this conversation. Be prepared. Listen, Scar, when Scar was trying to take over with the Lion King, he didn't just try to rush Mufasa. He had a plan. He was prepared. Now, the shit didn't work out in the end, but it worked out for a minute, didn't it? Because he was prepared. You must prepare. All right, I love you guys so much today. Have a great, great day.